Alright people, Catfish Dave here. It's May 21st and getting back to my roots here. When I first moved to Tennessee in 1993, I was in Sevierville, Tennessee, and this is the very first river I catfished right here. Now it took me several years of fishing before I decided I finally wanted to pursue a giant and kept going farther and farther downriver. But until then, I just enjoyed to sit up here, throw chicken liver, whatever, and catch a couple catfish. You know, it was in my blood back then and still is today. So we're close to the house. There's a campground right over here. This is Boyd's Creek Bridge right here. Highway 66 is right over there. Not my favorite spot to fish, but where I used to fish, there's a big hickory tree fell over there now and it's just a pain. So I'm not going to be using chicken liver. I'm going to be throwing some skipjack chunks. And if I'm timing this out right, channel cats should be pre-spawning pretty hard right now and coming up through here. It's either that or it's going to be gar if I'm a little bit late. We're going to find out. Let's get some baits in the water, see if we can bust one of these old channel cats. Typically, this river has quite a bit of flow to it, and I just can't leave them floats out there like that. But the French Broad River is running hard right now, and that's got everything kind of backed up in here. I'm probably about a mile up from where this dumps into the French Broad River. So, like I say, it's got the current to where it's not too bad. Normally in a place like this, when it's going full current, I'd put on a little three-way bottom rig and throw it out there, but I've already got my float set up. The current's slack here, so this is what we're using. Don't matter to me as long as I get one of these pesky old channel cat on my video. A little bit of afternoon coffee. Been a hard day at work. That used to be what this river was after a hard day of work. Stop somewhere, get a little bait, just come out here and sit for a couple hours. Relaxing close to the house. I just got hit. Didn't even get to drink my coffee, man. He come off. He about took that float under. Man, I didn't even get to drink my coffee. I don't know if y'all seen that or not. The float was kind of the right. He definitely nailed it. Oh, my float just went under. Looks like I timed it out. The channel cat spawn is on. Look at the eggs in that fat girl right there. The channel cat spawn is on. This is just fun because it's close to the house. Brings back old times. I have actually got some really nice channel cat in here, like over 20 pounds before doing this. But there's the first fat female. Try another small bait like that. Well, there's the second bite. I don't know if that first one was a channel or a gar. Usually them floats don't miss them, but now that is a pretty big bait for a channel cat on that one. That's what you should be using right there. Typically, I'm just a big fish guy. But like I say, man, this brings back old memories. There's a lot of local guys just getting started. They're like, man, I've been fishing for weeks and I ain't caught a fish at all. So what I've been doing last couple videos is making, you know, I'm not catching big fish, but I'm showing I can come down to these public, easy to get to spots and just catch catfish, you know. It's more or less the bait, right bait, and getting it out there is key, you know. This is as public as you get. Say there's a campground right there it's fished to death all year round, but the channel cat I'm getting now aren't in here all year round. These come up out of the bigger river and they're coming up in here to spawn, so I could get a nice one before this is over with. There it goes. See it? This one's a little smaller. She's still got eggs in her though. The big chunk over there is still sitting there. I might have a little too big a bait on there. That's more of a blue cat style bait. Little pregnant channel. Well, there's two in about 5 minutes. These floats are so buoyant. It's just, the hook's already set, man. I can sit here and talk about it, don't even have to worry about go setting it. Sharp circle hook, those buoyant floats. Easy. Say typically in my area, East Tennessee, this channel cat run up the river, fish full of eggs, happens about the 3rd week of May. It'll go on hard for about a week, and then right after them the gar spawn moves in, and this will be nothing but big gar up here. It's been a while since I've had a bite. It's been like 5 minutes. I'm not really sure where I am at in this pre-spawn thing. We had a very prolonged winter, and I'm seeing things kind of behind, so they might not be in here thick yet, and it might be just starting. Could be a lot better a couple days from now, or it could be worse. I'm going to pull this one to the left. The one's kind of drifted down to the right. I'm going to leave it there. This one here is starting to drift down. I'm going to throw it back up the river and let it drift on down. I don't need them both in the same spot. I got a fish on there. He hit it right as I moved it. That's a good looking channel cat there. He was staring at that bait, and right when I jerked it to pull it in, he nailed it. This one's bigger than the first two. Starting to get 4 or 5 pound range with this one. Right in the corner of the mouth, them circle hooks get them. That's a good looking female. Number 3. The Catfish Day Back to My Roots video. As bad as this current's starting to run now, the best thing I could do if I was really interested in this would be to put a 3-way rig on and just chunk them on the bottom. But I've got a video. My float just got splashed there. It's gone. There we go. There we go. That's another healthy looking channel cat there. Good 4-pounder. That fish actually held it under the water, held the float under the water. I'm like, dang. There it is, man. Good looking 4-pounder. I believe that's 4. Channel catfishing the Pigeon River with Catfish Dave. All my fishing that I do is gathered from experience. And basically, anytime something really good happened to me on the river, I noted to myself what time of year that was, what was going on, you know, what was blooming, what was the temperature like, you know, preferably the month and the week. The bigger fish always stood out to me, what month and what week it was, you know. And eventually, I put all them good trips together, and basically 12 months a year, I can pull out some kind of fish, only I'm using that information now on the bigger rivers where we've got some nicer fish to catch, big flatheads, blues, stripers. But like I say, man, this is where it all started for me. And this ain't much right here compared to what I do, but it's nice just to be close to the house and watch one of them floats go under. But anyway, hope y'all enjoyed this channel cat pre-spawn in the Pigeon River video. This is Catfish Dave signing out.